This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers, wherever you are around the country and around the world. Okay, update on the rocket stove. We wanted to cover these windows. Initially, I covered them just to keep them from getting busted when I was working in there, busting the rock out, chips flying everywhere, rock chunks. But then David Ray had the idea of covering them, painting them black, and making basically a Mother Earth heat grabber out of them. The chairs you see, that's basically my outdoor office. See my office chair and my office desk and my office supplies, coffee cup, water, nut snacks. Okay, anyway, so still got to get that crack done up there. I can see daylight through it. We'll probably cover this over from the outside again, but so the air can come in underneath. Now I pointed out to him, I said, well, it's going to be hot down there probably. There'll not be a whole lot of cool air coming in, but regardless, it's going to allow the sun to hit that and heat to rise, protect the windows from the rocket stove material building process on the inside. So much for that one. We got Bill got the channel along the outside. We're going to bring that down, attach it with wiggle wire, attach it on the sides, and inflate it. We'll have a jumper system down there. This is just kind of a quick update on the rest of the procedure, which all has to do with getting ready for cold weather. That first rib there, the blower will be attached, and then we'll run a jumper down to the side, and the north wall will be inflated, as will the entire part of the greenhouse. This one I showed you before, I have a roll-up system on it, and that's going to stay as is. We'll just weight it down, and it's a little bit flappy here, but we can tack that down. Probably use some stripping here, webbing, and just tack that down for the winter if it's solid, and we don't need to, roll it up and down too much when it gets real cold. So that'll be solid. The PVC is pretty heavy. You can see I'm not going to walk down there just to show you, but because I already did it before. Handle I made out of PVC, and just basically about 1.5 foot long, and elbows, 290-degree elbows. And then for joining the pipes, I used an old busted handle and slid it in. It was just about 50 inside diameter. Used drywall screws to hook it together. So 4 10-foot pieces, and it comes a little short. I wish it was about 8 inches longer. We can get another connector and fix that. Alrighty, so where I'm at on this is this piece of wood's on here to protect the pipe from getting stepped on that's sticking out there. Stay up there. Okay. Let's go over here. I got this attached. Bill had a neat little 4 1/4 inch vise, which was just for clamping that, made perfect. It made a round thing into a square thing. Like you couldn't have asked for anything better than that. So, and like I said before, yes, that's galvanized junk. It's going to burn up. I know that. So that's going to be encased in. Wow, that's about perfect too. Wow. I just saw that. I'm going to get down here kind of level. The barrel is going to come down to the level right there. Oh, that is so beautiful. Oh, that is cool. Okay, so the barrel is going to come right down here. I'm going to cut a hole in the barrel. I'll cut a hole in the barrel just barely bigger than that, or probably just big enough to jam it into there. And then this will be just basically a mold for cast refractory, and those 2 bricks will be flat like this. Barrel rests on those. It'll come out and open up to here, and it's level with the top of the tunnel, which is those fire bricks there, and I've already checked that, and it's good. It's like beautiful. I got this leveled up with the fire brick here, so that'll stabilize everything, and then we can pack it with cob solution later. But the fire brick will last, and then I'm going to wrap the core with KO wool, ceramic wool blanket, And eventually we'll have a box built around here, right about where the, that's a 2x4 there. We'll put corners and whatnot and build that, and then I can pour aircrete in there up to the window, let it go into the window till it starts to reach its own level, and when it hits the glass molding and fills that in, we'll stop, let that harden, and then that'll seal the bottom there, and then we can pour this entire wall of the box with aircrete, and that'll give me super maximum reflection to reflect the heat into the greenhouse, so it's not going to heat the outside and it's not going to heat the floor, the earth, because this I'm standing on is about 4 to 5 inches of aircrete and centispheres. So then the gases will come out there. I'm going to have a clean out tee here. Yeah, that'll be, well, actually it should go like that for the gas flow. You always want on wood stoves, you always want your gases going that way. You want the gases to, this to be the male on the inside going in the direction of the flow. So this is basically a clean out here, and then this is going to be, come over here to that, and then an elbow. I've kind of showed you that before, and didn't really mean to do all this, but so it'll come over to here, and it's going to come to that one, the galvanized one, and there'll be an elbow here going that direction, go out that way, going to come back here, and then an elbow right about where my foot is, up, and then an elbow bringing it across to, actually that'll be the a T right about there, so that the T can be a double thing. I can let the gases out into the greenhouse when it's burning hot, good, and if not, they'll exhaust when it's first fired up. It'll exhaust outside, get it burning good, get it burning hot. Cap off the outside, uncap this one. I'll put one piece of pipe up here, maybe, or a short piece, and then I'll have carbon dioxide and water vapor coming into the greenhouse. So that's about it. And then, of course, once I got the exhaust system in there, we'll form that up and put aircrete in there too as well to insulate it. So that's about it. Can't think of anything else I wanted to cover on that one. That's about where we are so far, and I'm under the gun because it's going to be cold weather coming up. This is whatever day it is, Wednesday, and I need to get it up, fired up, installed, ready. The cast refractory heats up nice. I mean, it's supposed to set up real good, so that'll be I just need to get the barrel cut. That'll be my next thing. I'm forming the 2 pieces of steel that need to go inside and outside, or into and out of that square pipe there. And then everything else I can pop the pipe together in a matter of minutes, and it can be fired up. And then I've got, yesterday we burned off, that's the other thing, burned off 5-gallon steel buckets. I only have lid on one of them, and that'll be okay, but I've got about 10 steel buckets, and two of them do have lids. They're the type that don't have a lid that you remove. They just have the bung holes. So I have 3 with lids, and they can be the first 3 out, and then we can put plastic buckets on top of those. So there you go. Got a few of them. Need more. Burned off one barrel just as a backup in case I need to use it. My plan is to use that one. That's why I've got water in it. I wanted to make sure it doesn't have any leaks in it, because leaking water will also leak gases. So there you go. That's about it. All right. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon. Grow your own food and survive, people. But you got to do it where you are in an area that is survivable and will be tenable. That means holdable. And there's not going to be too many areas like that in this country. So I'm not going to go into that. A lot of my other videos, a lot of their info on that out there. Look up Pastor Joe Fox, Viking Preparedness. I saw he's got like, I think, pushing 60,000 subscribers. Oh my gosh. So And I need to start putting my phone number on these videos so you can give me a call if you want to relocate. 417-988-0333. 333 designates an arc. It designates safety. It designates healing. It designates safety. So why I got that phone number, I think I know after all these years. About 16 years ago, I got that phone number. A long time ago. Well, no, it was about 13 years ago. So, 7th generation soap. Who would have thought you'd be building houses out of dish soap? But it is the house. I'm convinced. The house that I saw in my vision 16 long, lonely years ago, and 16 years of research in between, that's what I saw. It was an aircrete house, underground dome or whatever, solid enough house to put dirt on it. Doesn't have to be a lot of dirt because the aircrete itself is thermal signature resistant, and rocket stoves are basically invisible thermal signature, and I mean just a phenomenal strength, waterproof, fireproof, pest proof, tornado proof. You know, make it right, bulletproof. You can have glass fiber reinforced concrete with your aircrete mixed in, and have insulation and a lot of strength to it. So, all right, that's it. This is Jerry Dime with How to Get Out of Babylon. I got to get back on it here. I'm under the gun. All right, and some people pack 24/7. So, all right, we'll see you. Yahweh bless. Bye bye.